Fenrir, the monstrous wolf of Norse mythology. Welcome, myth enthusiasts, to an epic tale from the heart of Norse mythology. Today we journey into the wild and untamed realms of ancient Scandinavia to uncover the legend of Fenrir, the colossal wolf destined to play a pivotal role in the fate of the gods. Prepare yourself for a saga filled with betrayal, prophecy, and a wolf so fierce that even the gods trembled at his name. The birth of Fenrir, a dark omen. Fenrir was no ordinary wolf. Born to the trickster god Loki and the giantess Angrboda, he was the eldest of three monstrous siblings, including the world serpent Jormungandr and the half-dead, half-living Hel. From the moment of his birth, it was clear that Fenrir was destined for greatness, or rather infamy. The gods of Asgard, upon learning of Fenrir's birth, were deeply troubled. Prophecies foretold that this monstrous wolf would bring about their doom during Ragnarok, the end of the world. Determined to prevent this dark fate, they decided to take drastic measures. Fenrir's family, a legacy of chaos. Fenrir's family is one of the most formidable and fearsome in Norse mythology. His father Loki is the trickster god known for his cunning and deceit, often causing trouble for both gods and humans. Loki's mischievous nature and propensity for causing chaos set the stage for Fenrir's own tumultuous existence. Fenrir's mother Angrboda is a giantess from Jotunheim, the land of giants. Together, Loki and Angrboda produced three monstrous offspring: Fenrir, the world serpent Jormungandr, and Hel, the ruler of the underworld. Each of these siblings played significant roles in the events leading up to Ragnarok, embodying various aspects of destruction and transformation. The fear of Fenrir, why the gods feared him. The gods' fear of Fenrir wasn't solely based on prophecies, but also on his sheer physical power and ferocity. As Fenrir grew, his strength became apparent, and his appetite for destruction was insatiable. The gods attempted to raise Fenrir in Asgard, hoping to control him, but they quickly realized that he was too dangerous to keep close. Fenrir's potential to wreak havoc was unparalleled. He possessed not only physical might, but also a cunning intelligence, making him an unpredictable and formidable adversary. This combination of brawn and brains made the gods' decision to bind him not just a precaution, but a necessity for their survival. The symbolism of Fenrir's binding. The binding of Fenrir is a powerful symbol in Norse mythology. It represents the gods' attempt to control and contain chaos, an ever-present force in the cosmos. The use of Gleipnir, the magical ribbon, highlights the idea that conventional means are often insufficient to deal with extraordinary threats. Gleipnir's creation from seemingly impossible ingredients underscores the lengths to which the gods had to go to imprison Fenrir. It symbolizes the delicate balance between order and chaos, and the extraordinary measures required to maintain that balance. The binding of Fenrir also foreshadows his eventual escape and the inevitability of Ragnarok, suggesting that no matter how strong the bonds of order, chaos will eventually break free. Fenrir and the prophesied Ragnarok. Ragnarok, the end of the world in Norse mythology, is a cataclysmic event in which many gods meet their demise. Fenrir's role in Ragnarok is central, and his release marks the beginning of this apocalyptic event. According to the prophecies, when Fenrir breaks free from his bonds, it signals the start of the final battle between the gods and their enemies. Fenrir's release unleashes a series of devastating events. As he roams free, he consumes everything in his path, symbolizing the unstoppable nature of chaos and destruction. His battle with Odin, the All-Father, is a climactic moment in the myth. Odin, the wisest and most powerful of the gods, meets his end at the jaws of Fenrir, highlighting the inevitability of fate and the limitations of even the mightiest deities. Fenrir's children, Skoll and Hati. Fenrir's legacy extends beyond his own actions through his offspring, Skoll and Hati. These two wolves have their own significant roles in Norse cosmology. Skoll chases the sun, and Hati pursues the moon, creating an eternal chase that ensures the cycles of day and night. According to legend, during Ragnarok, Skoll and Hati will finally catch their celestial prey, devouring the sun and moon and plunging the world into darkness. This event marks a crucial turning point in the apocalyptic battle, reinforcing the idea that the natural order will be upended during Ragnarok. Fenrir in comparative mythology. The figure of a monstrous wolf appears in various cultures and mythologies, often symbolizing chaos, destruction, and untamed natural forces. In Irish mythology, for instance, there is a similar creature known as the Cú Roi, a powerful warrior who could transform into a giant wolf. In many Native American traditions, the wolf is seen as a symbol of both creation and destruction, embodying the dual nature of life and death. These parallels highlight the universal themes present in Fenrir's story. reflecting humanity's attempt to understand and personify the uncontrollable aspects of nature. Fenrir in modern culture, a symbol of power and rebellion. Fenrir's legacy continues to resonate in modern culture, often appearing as a symbol of raw power and rebellion against oppressive forces. In literature, Fenrir is frequently depicted as a tragic figure, misunderstood and driven by his nature, rather than sheer malice. In popular media, Fenrir's story is retold and reimagined in various forms. In video games like God of War, Fenrir's myth is woven into the narrative, adding depth and complexity to the game's world. In movies and TV shows, Fenrir's fearsome presence and dramatic story arcs make him a compelling character, often serving as a metaphor for the struggle against destiny and the fight for freedom. The lessons of Fenrir, embracing the wild within. The tale of Fenrir offers valuable lessons about the nature of power, destiny, and the eternal struggle between order and chaos. Fenrir's story reminds us that attempts to suppress and control the wild, untamed aspects of ourselves and the world around us can only go so far. Sooner or later, these forces will break free, challenging us to confront and integrate them, rather than merely restrain them. Fenrir's saga also speaks to the inevitability of change and the cyclical nature of life. Just as the gods cannot escape their fate, we too must acknowledge the constant flux of existence and find ways to navigate it with courage and resilience. Growing pains, the binding of Fenrir. As Fenrir grew, so did his size and strength, surpassing even the wildest expectations of the gods. Realizing that he would soon become unstoppable, they devised a plan to bind him. But Fenrir, cunning and suspicious by nature, would not be so easily deceived. The gods first attempted to bind Fenrir with heavy chains named lading, and then with dromi. Each time, Fenrir shattered the chains effortlessly, his power growing more terrifying with each attempt. Desperate, the gods turned to the dwarves, the master craftsmen of the 9 realms, to forge a fetter unlike any other. The dwarves crafted Gleipnir, a magical ribbon made from 6 impossible ingredients: the sound of a cat's footfall, the beard of a woman, the roots of a mountain, the sinews of a bear, the breath of a fish, and the spittle of a bird. Though it appeared delicate and light, Gleipnir was stronger than any chain. The deception and imprisonment. When the gods presented Gleipnir to Fenrir, he was immediately suspicious. He agreed to be bound only if one of the gods placed their hand in his mouth, as a sign of good faith. The brave god Tyr, known for his courage and honor, stepped forward and placed his hand between Fenrir's jaws. As soon as Fenrir was bound by Gleipnir, he realized he had been tricked. In a fit of rage, he bit off Tyr's hand, forever marking the god and solidifying Fenrir's enmity toward the gods. Despite his fury, Fenrir was unable to break free from Gleipnir and was thus imprisoned on a remote island, with a sword placed in his jaws to keep them open and prevent him from closing his mouth. Ragnarok, the wolf's vengeance. Bound but not forgotten, Fenrir awaited the prophesied day of Ragnarok, when he would finally break free and exact his revenge on the gods. According to the prophecies, his escape would herald the beginning of the end. When the fateful day arrived, Fenrir broke his bonds and joined forces with the giants and other enemies of the gods. The earth trembled as the wolf, now grown to an unimaginable size, charged toward the battlefield. Fenrir's howl echoed across the realms, signaling the start of the ultimate battle. During Ragnarok, Fenrir's primary adversary was Odin, the All-Father and chief of the gods. In a cataclysmic clash, Fenrir devoured Odin, fulfilling the dark prophecy. However, Odin's son Vidar, driven by vengeance and sorrow, confronted the monstrous wolf. With a mighty thrust, Vidar drove his sword into Fenrir's heart, bringing the beast down but not without a fierce struggle. Fenrir in modern culture. The legend of Fenrir continues to captivate and inspire, making appearances in various forms of modern media. From literature and comics to movies and video games, the story of the mighty wolf who defied the gods remains a popular and enduring tale. In Marvel Comics, Fenrir appears as a formidable foe in the Thor series, while in Rick Riordan's Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, Fenrir's tale is reimagined for a younger audience. Video games like God of War also draw heavily from Norse mythology, bringing the epic saga of Fenrir and Ragnarok to life in stunning detail. The symbolism of Fenrir. Fenrir's story is not just a tale of chaos and destruction, but also one of inevitability and fate. His role in Norse mythology serves as a powerful reminder of the natural cycle of creation and destruction, and the idea that even the gods are not immune to destiny. Fenrir embodies the wild, untamed forces of nature and the inevitability of change. His fierce independence and raw power reflect the Norse belief in the importance of courage and strength in the face of an uncertain future. The binding of Fenrir. and his eventual release symbolize the attempts to control and contain these forces, only to realize that some things cannot be held back forever. Conclusion: the legacy of Fenrir. The tale of Fenrir is a testament to the richness of Norse mythology and its ability to convey complex themes through captivating stories. From his ominous birth and cunning imprisonment to his pivotal role in Ragnarok, Fenrir's legend is a thrilling and poignant saga that continues to resonate with audiences today. As we reflect on the story of Fenrir, we are reminded of the timeless struggle between order and chaos, the power of destiny, and the enduring spirit of those who face their fate with bravery and resolve. So the next time you hear a wolf's howl echoing in the night, remember the mighty Fenrir, the wolf who defied the gods and left an indelible mark on the annals of myth and legend.